by University Tunisia on Malaysia. We're guests to be together today to witness a forum about an important topic entitled Increased Crime Rate Among the Children. So firstly, I would like to thank everyone today for being here. My name is Nur Aimida Matajuddin as the moderator for our forum today. So before we begin, let me introduce you to our panel for today's forum. And on my right is Mr. Farhan as the President of Bumi Hijau Society. And on my left side is Mr. Muiz, who is the President of English Language Society. Well, the other one is Mr. Shafiq, who is the President of the School Prefect Board. And the last one is Mr. Amirul, is the President of the Girl Guide. What is the main cause that increased the crime among the school children?
Yeah, thank you to Ms. Moderator. There are many reasons that might become the factor that increase the crime rate among school children. The main reason on the increasing crime rate among the school children is due to lack of parental guidance to the children. Parents become increasingly busy with their own job and don't spend enough time with their children. They don't have time to talk to them, listen to them, know their problems, and simply don't know their children enough. As a result, children don't get enough attention they deserve, so they turn to antisocial behavior in hope it will eventually alarm the parents and remind them of their existence after being noticed by the teachers. Even if the kids have to deal with negative consequences afterwards, lack of proper parental guidance is a main contributory factor of disciplinary behavior among children. The communication gap between parents and their children may be due to many parents being young and ill-prepared for parenting. On most occasions, students with rude behavior come from little supervision background where they receive at home. Many parents didn't recognize that most students misbehave to get attention. I think parents should communicate more that their children because this approach can be an effective measure to solve the problem. Parents have to understand their children before addressing their problem. I believe that many parents seldom interact with their children on matter of relationship. Parents didn't recognize the change from childhood and try to find out the issue that might be affecting them. Parents cannot enlighten their children when they not have the knowledge. They fail to connect with their children, and that is the reason they cannot solve their children's problem. The communication gap has allowed the children to venture into various types of negative behavior. Therefore, parents be more alert of their children to prevent their matter to arise.
Thank you, Mr. Farhan. That was a really great ideas on the factors that increase the crime rate among the children. How about Mr. Muiz? Do you think any other factors that you think should be most raised to the crime rate among them?
Okay, thank you, Ms. Moderator. I agree with the opinion that increasing of crime rate among school children could be due to lack of parent guidance. But in my opinion, the most increased factors are due to a major cause of indiscipline among children. I feel that all schools must have sports, environmental and other clubs to channel student negative energy into positive and productive behavior. Schools, irrespective of their track record in discipline, should institute a mature program. This will not only ensure that there are disciplined students in schools, but also play a vital role in building their self-esteem. The behavior displayed by the children and school is quite the opposite of the one they show when at home. I propose that all class teachers should have clearly established rules governing student behavior penalties for the various kind of mistake and rules must be rigidly enforced by the teachers. The Ministry of Education recently insisted several interventions to address the problem of indiscipline in schools. These include the placement of guardians counselor in schools where the problem has been reported the most. The Health and Family Life Education Program will ensure the academic year according to minister officials. In addition, the ministry has also been working to educate and stress the parent-teacher association in school, as parents have an important role to play in imparting value of discipline and proper conduct to their children. That's all.
So thank you, Mr. Moise, which was a really great idea on this factor, increase the crime rate among school children. So how about you, Mr. Shafiq? Do you have any other factors that you think should be the most to rise the crimes rate among them?
Thank you, Madam Moderator. I agree with your opinion, but the most factors the increasing of crime rate among school children is due to influence of the mass media. Mass media have affected our way of lifestyle, socialization, living pattern and personality. It has not only affected to us personally, but our young adults as well. Influence it has on our teenagers dictates their action, whether it is by television or newspaper. Our teenagers is affected by it. The pressure that young adults face to fit in tremendous. Movies as well have a large influence of our teenagers. Teenagers spend a large amount of time in front of the televisions, reading magazine or on the internet. They try to adapt to what they see and hear. Teenagers also imitate what they see. The media today is responsible for body image and self-worth, and this is where we see several teenagers suffer from inferiority complex, thus resulting to unhealthy eating habits and weight loss. The media sells sex, drug and smoking by the movies and advertisement they show. These negative effects of the media on teenagers are controlling every part of their social life. Television, the internet, newspaper, magazine and advertisements bombard them. Many media outlets increase aggressive tendencies in teenagers. They want to the latest clothing, the latest hairstyle, the newest cars, and so the vicious cycle continues. We know that the media sometimes fail to tell the real deal about how one can obtain or achieve things in life. I think this is why the media has such an effect on their life. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shafiq. That was a really good idea. So how about you, Mr. Amirul? Do you have any other factors that you think that should be the most rise to the crimes among the school children?
Okay, thank you, Madam Moderator. I agree with the opinion that increasing of crime rate among school children is due to pressure. Circle of friends contribute to violence behavior on a large extent. If the child spends most of his time with a group of friends who are naughty, haughty, and arrogant, then your child too has a tendency to develop that attitude. So it is better to avoid our children get into such unhealthy circle of friends. Same way, the school atmosphere does have an impact in school violence. Sorry.
It's okay.
The teacher, the friends around does have their share of development organ behavior in children. Children and teenagers feel social pressure to conform to the group of peers with whom they socialize. This peer pressure can influence how children dress, what kind of music they listen to, and what types of behavior they engage in, including risky behavior such as using drugs, cigarettes, and alcohol. Peer pressure can begin in early childhood with children trying to get other kids to play games they want. Starting in middle school, children begin to spend more time with their friends and less time with their parents and family. In children aged 11 to 14, it is most common for members of these cliques to be of the same sex. Children will spend a lot of time with friends in the clique, interacting by going to the movie or the mall, talking on the telephone, or chatting online with instant messaging. Peer pressure can be extremely strong and seductive. Experiments have shown how peer pressure can influence children to change their minds from what they know for sure is acceptable behavior to unacceptable behavior just because everyone else in their peer group is doing it. Children cannot always avoid negative peer pressure. It may continue to be a fact of life through childhood and into adulthood. Okay. Negative peer pressure occurs when a child or teen friends or other pupils they age try to convince them to do something that is either harmful to their body or is against the law. Examples include drinking alcohol, taking drugs, smoking cigarettes, cutting classes, vandalizing, and stealing. That's all. Thank you.
So gentlemen, we are at the end of the forum. So thank you all. It was a really good idea. Let us think on make decision on those factors that increase the crimes rate among the children in school. So as the parents, we need to take a very good care of our children. So till then, a very good day and thank you.